Mr. Mayor, we're live.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our City Council meeting. Today is Wednesday, June 18th, and it is 6:04 p.m. Today, we get to start a very happy meeting and sad at the same time. But I guess we better get started and get it over with so we can get the party started. Okay, Pastor Jackson and Pastor Flores. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and City Council. If we could all stand. Y gracias por esta oportunidad para orar por la ciudad y el liderazgo de la ciudad. Salmo 27 dice, Jehová es mi luz y mi salvación. ¿De quién temeré? Jehová es la fortaleza de mi vida. ¿De quién he de atemorizarme? Oremos. Gracias, Señor, por tu presencia en medio de esta ciudad. Gracias por el liderazgo de la ciudad en este momento. Y gracias, Señor, por todos los voluntarios aquí en la ciudad. Yo oro, Señor, por la ciudad, Señor, para que usted guarden, protegen. Yo oro, Señor, por su pueblo, Señor. Necesita experiencia tu fortaleza y experiencia tu calma. Gracias por su paz en medio de este caos. Y continúa, Señor, para presente Jesucristo en el medio de la ciudad. En el nombre de Jesucristo. Amén.
Father, we just praise you and we just thank you, Lord God. Asking you, Lord God, and putting your mighty hand upon Baldwin Park. We realize and recognize that we're in some perilous times, Lord, and not like before. But we're asking you, Lord God, that those that are in charge, Lord, will do what they need to do with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We're asking you, Heavenly Father, in touching our mayor and city council, Lord, also with wisdom and knowledge and understanding and what to do and how to do it, Heavenly Father. And we're going to say goodbye to the big fellow today, asking you to lead, guide, and direct him in the way that he should go every day of his life. We're asking you, Heavenly Father, that we know that we had the vigil and everything else, but it's not over yet, Lord, because the midnight hours come and there's aches and pains when they think about the officers that have been shot, Lord God. And we're asking you for the God of all comfort in comforting the family and the police officers and all those that loved Officer Samuel. In the name of the Lord, we pray. Amen.
Councilmember Lozano, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Yes, we will face the flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, a nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. City Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Absolutely, Madam Mayor. Mayor Avila,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Here.
Councilmember Ayala,
Here.
Councilmember Estrada, Councilmember Lozano.
Yes, here.
Let the record reflect that Councilmember Estrada is not present.
He's running a little late, so thank you. We have nothing to report from closed session since we did not have one tonight. I just want to add to what Pastor Jackson said earlier. We are going through some very difficult times, both here in the city and in our country. And I just would like to remind all of us that we need to stand together and we need to help each other, help our neighbors, because there may be a neighbor that may be scared to come out. There may be a friend, maybe a relative that is so distraught at this moment because of everything that's going on in our country. So let's remember to be there for them, be there for each other, because it is not a good time for a lot of people, even for those that don't fear deportations. They're afraid for their friends and family. So let's be there for each other every single day. Remember to call each other and make sure they're okay. If they're afraid to go to the store, maybe go to the store for them, because it's a scary situation. And we hope and we pray that things change. We will not give up. We will continue to fight to move forward for our country, for our people. So let's not forget that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, does anybody have anything to say before I continue?
Yeah, Madam Mayor.
Yes.
I just want to acknowledge from the Baldwin Park Unified School District, Norma Olmos that's here, and the Valley County Water District as well. We also have Javi Vargas, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody that's here and everybody that's here to honor Enrique. People like you. Just kidding. Okay, and for announcements, the City Council are also members of the Board of Directors of the Finance Authority, Housing Authority, Municipal Finance Authority, which are currently convening with the City Council this evening. And each council member is paid an additional stipend of $30 for attending the Housing Authority meeting and $50 for attending the Finance Authority meeting. At this time, we will move on to public communications. City Clerk, do we have anybody for public communications?
No, Madam Mayor, we have not received requests for comment at this time.
Thank you. Do we have anybody in the audience that would like to come up and speak?
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Raven Urias. I am a second-year law student at Southwestern Law School in Los Angeles. And I'm a concerned citizen and resident of Baldwin Park. I'm here to ask of my local government some questions, and I have a couple, so I hope you guys give me some patience. It's my first time up here. I want to know what the city is doing, particularly with the police department, and its efforts to protect the community from these ICE raids. These ICE officers, we've seen videos all over online. They're coming seemingly clandestinely, wearing masks on unidentified cars. And I just want to know what the city and the police department is planning to do.
We won't have answers for you at the meeting. Go ahead and ask your questions and then we will get back to you. We'll get your number.
Thank you. I also want to know, maybe I was hoping to get this answer today, since tomorrow at the street fair, they're having a Banda La Fantástica playing, and there's families who are afraid to leave their homes. So is there any guarantees of protection that you can offer these families who are afraid to visit the concerts in the park? I also have questions regarding the protection of elementary schools. Is there some negotiations we can have with the police department to protect the schools from ICE agents coming and taking children away? I think there are some reasonable efforts that can be made. For example, I think that the police, if they can very least respond to these ICE raids, if there's calls made about them, to ensure that whatever's going on is caught on their body cam. They can help identify these ICE agents to make sure that, people aren't getting kidnapped by unnamed masked men. And, make sure that if they're claiming that they have a warrant for someone, that warrant is actually a warrant. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. And just for your reference, you can go onto the school district website and they have detailed information on what the processes are at the school district in case ICE does show up. So you can look at that for now. And if you leave your phone number, then we can give you a call back and give you the information you requested. Chris will take your number. Is there anyone else wishing to speak? Being that there's nobody else wishing to speak, closed communications public comments is now closed. And now we will move
Mayor,
on. Yes.
If I may really briefly, and just not to answer some of the questions that the speaker had,
Yeah.
but just so that we can get under the chief's radar as well.
Yeah.
And only because I have had a lot of conversations with various community members who are afraid to come out. I mean, they're not even going out to the grocery stores. Some of them are not working, so their kids are now kind of having to take the burden of not only figuring out how to bring the money home, but also go and do the day-to-day operations that the parents would normally do. So I know, Chief, in instances, and I know you may not have the answers for us now, but in several instances, there have been people that have been, in my opinion, kidnapped and snatched off our streets by masked men wearing plain clothes, who have gotten violent, not in our community, and knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't. But if something like that was to happen, similar to what's happened in other areas, where does law enforcement come into play? How do our residents feel protected from these people? Because it's obvious that if a regular civilian would carry out the acts that some of these people are doing, law enforcement would step in to, basically apprehend this. So just so that we can get under the radar, Chief, maybe get something down so that we can either do a public, a press release, something just informing the communities of where law enforcement stands on this, and up to what limits, law enforcement is able, to be able to, protect our residents if they do come to our doors, which is basically trespassing if they don't have a warrant. So if you can just, kind of get that, Chief, and then, maybe just bring us a press release in the future so we can share, with our constituents. Thank you, Chief.
Yes, that is a great idea because as you said, they're on wearing civilian clothes, no ID to indicate who they are. So legally and not in the way you see it, they're not law enforcement to us or to our residents. So if police was to be called for somebody appearing at our front door or approaching us on the street, what can police do? Because those people have not identified themselves as ICE or any agency whatsoever. So as he said, they are people that are being kidnapped because they have no idea who has taken them. So if you can have that information, Chief, and that would help the young lady also. And that way we can put it out for our community. As I said earlier, it is very scary times for everybody. And right now, everything's trying to be figured out, but do know that we are doing everything that we can legally to help our residents. But we'll have the chief get some information out for you guys.
Madam City Clerk, Madam Mayor, sorry about that.
Go ahead.
You good, never mind. Thank you, Mayor. Sorry about that. Will not happen again. I just want to address also what the resident that stood up here. That's very important. Those are very key questions. And obviously the city has placed a notification online regarding some of the questions that have been asked as well. So, and the unfortunate part that it's not just Baldwin Park, it's LA County for that matters throughout the state of California. A good reference is go by Walmart. I went late last night. That parking lot is usually super packed and it's not, okay? Target and all these different stores. So it's obvious, as the Vice Mayor Damian mentioned here this evening, there are people that are scared and they don't know what to do and so on and so forth. So obviously, I think that we've done some education, but at the same time, it being spread out even further out with all these changes that are happening from day to day. And a lot of residents are scared because of what's happening here. And it's unfair and it's undemocratic, but unfortunately, these are the times that we're going through until such time that hopefully we find an end to this ridiculous and again, undemocratic fascist way that human beings are being treated. They're the people that work the farms. They're the people that work the jobs that a lot of us do not want to work in. And these are the people that bring in that money. Economically, I think that we're going to find out that it's going to hurt the state of California, because if you're literally deporting people that are picking out in the fields, the hotels and all the dirty works that a lot of us don't want to do, those are the people that we truly honestly depend upon, and they're not being recognized. I know that the president has backed off on it as well, so let's see what transpires. He's a hotel owner, so he knows how important it is to have immigrants service his multi-billion-dollar companies as well. But thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. And as I said before, stay united, stay in contact with people, know your neighbors, make sure you have their numbers in case you need to contact them. If you see something, you call them. But remember, make sure the information that you do pass around is valid and it's true, because I know sometimes there has been posts of ICE sightings and it has not been true. So what we're doing is scaring the community more. So make sure the information we have is valid. And again, reach out to each other and stay united. Okay, any other comments?
Carlos Vasquez just walked in.
School board member Ricardo Vasquez just walked in. I was told, oh, he's right here. Welcome. Okay, now we are moving to consent calendar items 1 through 9. Does anybody wish to pull any of the items? Being that there is no items being pulled, do I have a motion to approve items 1 through 9?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
We have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, a second by Councilmember Ayala to adopt items number 1 through 9. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes,
Motion passes 4-0.
thank you. Now we are moving to item 10, reports of officers. Adoption of resolution number 2025-019, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Baldwin Park, California, appointing Joni Meyer Law and City Attorney of the City of Baldwin Park, as City Attorney, excuse me, of the City of Baldwin Park, and approving legal service agreement. Does anybody have any questions on this? Do I have a motion to approve?
Madam Mayor, I just have to read it into the record.
Actually, I have some recommendations before we move forward with item 10. I know that it calls for 100 hours. And I know that it's set at the retainer of 24,000. I would make a recommendation that we start off with 75 hours. That way it saves us at least 72,000 a year. Because if we do go over the 75 hours, then we're still gonna be paying the rate of 240 an hour. Versus if we don't get to the 100 hours, we're still gonna pay the 24,000, even if we just did 75 hours, right? According to the staff report. So, would we be able to get this, back to get it down to 75 hours?
I don't know if we can make the amendment here. The agreement has been signed, and we would have to change it. We can certainly make that amendment later if that's what the council desires. We feel 100 hours was quite just adequate enough, Mayor Pro Tem. We negotiated the ability to go up from and above 100 hours at the same rate, which I think was a good concession on the part of Johnson Meyer. And but we feel that 100 hours would give us the adequate coverage.
So if we were to approve it so would we be able to approve it and then amend the contract is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
you just give us time to amend it so that it goes into effect. We're down to the last 2 weeks, last week, for the transition to happen.
So we wouldn't have to bring it back to the council. We can, and we can in a sense approve it today. You guys make the amendment for the 75 hours, and then this will still take effect as of July 1st.
Well, no, it would take effect whenever the new amendment gets
No, but I'm
executed.
saying the new firm would come in as of July 1st. It would not impede that if we
Correct.
make the amendment.
If we go with the current terms,
Okay, but if we change the terms, then
then we have to bring back the amendment and it'll be executed whenever you approve it. And the firm has to approve, it has to be in agreement to the lower.
We can approve it now with 100 hours and we can bring it back late so they can go ahead and start July 1. We can go ahead and bring it back and amend it to the 70 hours.
But that's with the attorney's agreement.
Yeah, we have to
To
get
agree.
their agreement and, I wouldn't want to ask him here in public. They're here, but I wouldn't want to ask him here.
So then in a sense, this agreement's already been signed.
Yes, it's been negotiated, Mayor Pro Tem. And I thought you were going to congratulate me on such a great
We-
contract I negotiated.
Hey, we're saving the congratulations to the end.
Well, you can do it now.
We're trying to get business out first and we're trying to do it fast so we can celebrate you. How do you guys feel about the 100 hours?
I'm kind of in line with you in the sense that there's a set fee or whatever that we're looking at, and if we can just put it at the 75 and then work above that.
You know, with attorneys, those 100 hours add up really fast.
And I'm not doubting that. I just think because of I think how, as Mayor Pro Tem brought up in terms of the amount is the same if we exceed the 100 or not. And I think it's a valid point that you bring up.
I mean, I wouldn't want to delay this any further,
Nor would I, but I'm just, I'm validating his statement that he's making about it. I think it's a valid one. And in terms of a savings cost, I appreciate it.
You
yeah,
can,
that's what I was looking at the same.
why don't you approve it, Mayor Pro Tem?
leave
And
it.
if you guys
Hold on,
Visit it.
hold on. let me
And
just-
direct us to come back.
Yeah, you know what, Madam Mayor? Yeah, and I was just gonna say, probably what you're gonna say is that maybe approve it and then maybe bring it back amended at a future date.
Yes, that's what I said.
Well, okay,
Sit Now, and it could be brought back.
so, okay, okay,
Yeah.
so we'll do that. So we'll go ahead and I'll make a motion to approve it and then we can revisit it and that way it gives time to
Yeah.
talk to the attorneys and see where we go from there.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you, Enrique. So I'll make a motion to approve item number 10 and then we'll go ahead and revisit it back.
Yes, and so if I can just read into the record,
Sure.
what the compensation is, I think you said it already. Council Mayor Pro Tem Damian, it's 24,000 a month for 100 hours. And I did want to just briefly name the folks that are going to be assigned to us. Christian Benthausen, who is here in the very back, if you can raise your hand, Christian. Brittany Roberto, who's also sitting next to Christian, and Gary Cranker. All right,
Come to the city of Baldwin Park.
okay, that is my report, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
Is there a second?
We have a motion, go ahead. We have a motion on the table by Damian. Do I hear a second? I'll second.
We have a motion to adopt item number 10, moved by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, second by Mayor Avila. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Here, yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. And for the record, I'd like to, Councilmember Estrada joined the meeting at 6:25 PM.
Thank you. Now we are moving up to public hearing, PH1. Public hearing and first reading and introduction of ordinance number 1518 and ordinance of the City Council of the City of Baldwin Park, amending the Baldwin Park Municipal Code Title 9, Chapter 15094 by adding section 150.14494.03 titled Fire Hazard Severity Zones and finding the adoption of the ordinance to be exempt from CEQA. Introduced to the first reading by title only, number 1518 entitled. Who's going to go through this one? Does anybody want to speak on it? Okay, at this moment, I can go ahead and open the public hearing. Is there anyone here to speak on this item?
No, Mayor, we have not received requests for comment.
Okay, council members, anybody comment on this item? Okay, seeing that no one is wishing to speak, we move to close the public hearing. No questions or concerns from staff or council? Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a
ahead, move.
motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion to adopt item number 12, motion made by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, second by Councilmember Lozano, Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Now we are going to public hearing PH2, public hearing and adoption of resolution number 2025-021 of the City Council of the City of Baldwin Park, confirming the advisory committee's report and levying the assessment in the Baldwin Park Citywide Business Improvement District for fiscal year 25-26. At this time, I will go ahead and open the public hearing. Anybody willing to speak on this? Do we have anybody to speak?
No, Mayor.
Okay, does anybody on the council or staff have comments about this? Since there is no one wanting to speak on the item and no comments, do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll go ahead and move.
Let me close the public hearing. I'm so sorry. Motion?
I'll go ahead and motion.
Lozano, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
We have a motion to adopt PH2, a motion by Councilmember Lozano, second by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. And we have another public hearing, PH3, public hearing regarding the Community Development Block Grant, CDBG, and Home Investment Partnership Program Home, 5-year 2025 through 2030 Consolidated Plan, fiscal year 2025-2026, Annual Action Plan, and Citizen Participation Plan. At this time, we will open the public hearing. Do we have anyone to speak regarding this item?
No, Mayor, at this time.
Okay. City Clerk, you don't have anyone, council or staff, any comments on this? No? May I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
And I'll
Second.
close the public
Oh.
hearing. I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting to close it.
We have a motion to adopt PH3, motion by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, second by Councilmember Lozano, Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you. Now we are moving to PH4, public hearing and adoption of the budget for fiscal year 2025-2026 for the city, finance authority, municipal financing authority, housing authority, and successor agency. We are conducting the following public hearings: City Council Successors Agency, Finance Authority, Housing Authority, and Municipal Finance Authority simultaneously. At this time, is there anyone to speak on this item? I will go ahead and open the public hearing to speak on this item.
No, Mayor, at this time we have not received requests for comments.
Staff or council to speak on it? I will go ahead and close the public hearing. May I have a roll call? Would anybody like to approve the public hearing?
Oh,
Do I have
got a
anything?
motion?
Do I hear a
I will
second?
second.
Roll call, please.
So just to confirm, we are a motion to adopt PH4, SA3, FA2, HA2, MFA1.
Correct.
Motion by Councilmember Lozano, second by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, so we already did SA1 and SA2, correct? Okay, now we have the consent calendar for the successor agency, SA1 and SA2 simultaneously. SA1 is the successor agency to the dissolved Community Development Commission of the City of Baldwin Park warrants and demands. And SA2 Treasurer's Report SA April 2025. Does anyone wish to make a motion?
I motion.
Right
I'll
here,
second.
second.
We have a motion to adopt SA1, SA2, motion by motion by Councilmember Ayala, second by Councilmember Lozano, Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Now we are moving to the Finance Authority consent calendar. For FA1, Treasurer's Report FA, April 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second?
We have a motion to adopt FA1, a motion by Councilmember Ayala, second by Mayor Pro Tem Damian, Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Thank you.
Now we are moving to the Housing Authority consent calendar for item number 1 and 2. Number 1 is Baldwin Park Housing Authority warrants and demands, and number 2 is the Treasurer's Report HA April 2025. Do I hear a motion?
A motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion to adopt HA1 and HA2, motion by Councilmember Lozano, second by Councilmember Ayala, Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Oh my goodness, we're at the end of this meeting.
Oh.
City Council, City Clerk, City Treasurer, staff request, and communications. Does anyone wish to make any comments at this time? We just finished it. That was the last one. We're on City Council communications.
Mayor, sorry.
Yes, Councilmember Estrada.
I just wanted to make some last minute requests, but I do feel that they're pretty urgent just based on everything going on. And I know that immigration has been a big discussion currently. unfortunately. And so I want to make some discussion and hopefully direction to do a couple of things. And some of those would be using our bus shelters to exemplify and reach more of our residents so that they know their rights in case they were to be stopped by immigration authorities. And also a letter of a support and request to our major plazas in the city, encouraging them to not be supportive of staging areas for these types of raids. Recently, Boston has become the first city to do a FOIA request on ICE and immigration activity in their city. And so it would be, I think, beneficial for us to track that and see what comes of it. Also, what we could potentially learn from it. And of course, a couple of weeks ago, I requested that we request from Measure VP and the SOC committee dollars for food drives. And so I'd like to sort of treat that with urgency, especially now as many families are either losing their loved ones and they are going to be facing legal costs, or people are not able to work, or they are having to stay home. Now more than ever, food drives are really important for the people in our community.
And then, Mayor, I did have one, this is for Public Works. With the council consensus, would like to see if we can get a report back on how much funding we have in restricted funds for sidewalk repairs. And then also if we have a plan or a timeline to repair the sidewalks that have been spray painted orange. I've received a lot of complaints, and I've actually seen a lot of sidewalks as well that have been spray painted orange, but there's nothing that has been done to them. So that this way we can see what our funding sources are within the restricted funds, and then come up with a plan up to how many sidewalks we're going to be able to tackle, and then see how we can come up with the rest of the funding for those sidewalks.
Yes, and I know they already have a list of sidewalks, right, Anthony? That have actually, like he said, they're already painted orange, the ones that are lifted by tree roots and all of that. So if we can get that information, that would be good to start tackling those sidewalks. Anybody else wishing to add anything? City Clerk, City Treasurer, any comments?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I think I just kind of want to echo kind of my sadness at what's happening in our communities, and I think most of us can probably have the same background. We all come from immigrant families, and seeing families ripped apart and, in my own words, abducted on the streets without proper identification, oftentimes without any warrants, is certainly a cause for concern. And so I just want to reassure our community that I stand in solidarity with them. And if there's anything that I can possibly do in any capacity, I'm here as your public servant. And lastly, want to thank Enrique for the incredible job that he's done over the past few years, four plus years, 4+. From the moment he came, I was the chair of the Planning Commission welcomed me and shared a story of how we are related somewhere down on the family tree. And so he has been very supportive of all of our endeavors to create a more transparent Baldwin Park, investing in the technology needed to make the Office of the City Clerk as efficient and the best Office of City Clerk in the entire San Gabriel Valley, and quite honestly, in the entire state of California. So thank you for all of your support.
Thank you for that.
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I just want to kind of piggyback on what our city clerk said, referencing the treatment of immigrants. And a good example would be our state senator, Alex Padilla. But remember, we may be elected officials, but if they treat a senator like that, then we're basically all, you're nothing to these individuals. And that's the sad part. And a reminder that the president of the United States is also an immigrant, came from immigrants, so families. So, I think what it needs to do is look in the mirror. And I'll end by saying that. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Again, I will remind each other, keep uplifting each other and stick together, look for each other, protect each other as best as we can. There's nothing better than a community sticking together and fighting for each other. There's only so much we can do, but we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure our voices are heard in a peaceful manner, of course. We have to stand up for ourselves and stand up for our neighbors all the time. So let's stay positive in these dark times. The light will be seen ahead of the tunnel. I don't see it right now, but we will see it if we stay positive and continue to move forward. And now we're seeing a darkness at the end of the tunnel. As everybody here knows, Enrique is leaving us sooner than we anticipated or actually expected. We have a proclamation that I'm going to have Councilmember Damian read and present to him because Councilmember Damian is the one that fights with him the most.
He's the mayor pro tem. Wow. I thought it was me. I thought it was me.
And I don't mean fight, I mean in a good way because he challenges Enrique. Enrique always has a comeback and an answer for everything. Mr. Damian does a diligent job and he has great questions all the time. He questions everything, which is great. And so that's why I say he fights him. He doesn't fight him. They get along really, really well, but I'm sure he gives a run for his money, right?
Yeah, Enrique's gonna miss me, all right. I wanna miss him as well. I'm not gonna be able to pull his ears anymore, but Enrique, what can I say? So let me go ahead and read this proclamation. Enrique hails from a small town named Gualterio in the state of Zacatecas, Mexico, where he had his elementary schooling, followed by his middle school in the neighboring town of Suchil, Durango. Born in 1963 to parents Jose Luis and Belén Saldivar Mier and Later, raised by his older sisters Magdalena and Olga, and his stepmom Enedelia. Enrique is the third youngest of 9 siblings. Enrique immigrated to the city of Azusa in 1978, where he graduated with honors as an Aztec from Azusa High School in 1980. He attended UCLA his freshman year as a pre-architecture, pre-medicine, and a couple of other majors in between. Enrique transferred to Cal Poly Pomona his sophomore year, where he finally found his calling in the civil environmental engineering department. Enrique graduated in 1985 with a Bachelor's of Science in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Subsequently, he would be named a distinguished alumnus and inducted into the Engineering Hall of Fame. Enrique started his professional career in 1985 as an assistant engineer in the City of Los Angeles Department of Sanitation and Environment, working in wastewater reclamation, watershed protection, and solid waste management. Enrique quickly became a licensed professional engineer, thus the PE initials on his name. Enrique rose through the ranks at LASAN and eventually became the executive general manager. As appointed by Mayor Villaraigosa and reappointed by Mayor Garcetti, he successfully served as the chief executive of LASAN over 14 years until his first retirement in 2021. Enrique was appointed by the City Council as the City of Baldwin Park Chief Executive Officer on June 7th, 2021, right as the city was emerging from the hunkering down of the COVID pandemic. He was tasked by the City Council with several high priority and challenging goals, including decommissioning of the Be Proud Community Choice Electric Power Agency. We remember that one, right,
He
Enrique?
saved us.
The increase in overall revenue for the city, bringing transparency, uniformity, and fairness to the city's cannabis program, improving morale and engagement among the city staff, and make city services staff fully accessible to the city residents and businesses. Be Proud was successfully decommissioned in early 2022 without any fiscal impacts. Sales tax Measure BP was overwhelmingly approved by city voters in November of 2022, bringing in over $6 million in annual revenue. Historic MOUs were unanimously approved by the City Council and the employee organizations, demonstrating a strong, productive leadership relationship and partnership between employees, management, and city employees. And city residents and businesses can openly and transparently have access to city staff and city services. Enrique has made a remarkable difference in the 4 years that he has been the CEO. He is now ready to move into a new chapter in his life and dedicate his time and his cariño entirely to his family, with his wife Brenda, daughter Karina, who will start college and play volleyball at Gonzaga University, son Alonso, who now lives in New York City, and son Enrique Jr., who lives in Phoenix. Now, therefore, Alejandra Avila, Mayor of the City of Baldwin Park, along with myself, Daniel Damian, council members Jean M. Ayala, Emmanuel J. Estrada, Manuel Lozano, City Clerk Christopher Sines, and City Treasurer Joanna Valenzuela do hereby proclaim June 18th, 2025 as Enrique Z. Saldivar Day in the city of Baldwin Park, and encourage everyone to celebrate Enrique's retirement and thank him for his dedication to his work as city manager and for his friendship to the city council, city employees, business owners, community members, and all organizations and everyone that he speaks to and all those long lost relatives that he has somewhere in the city of Baldwin Park. We are deeply going to really miss Enrique Saldivar here, but you're still a phone call away. So if I have to yank somebody's ears, I'm gonna do it through the phone. So here's your proclamation, Enrique.
And Councilmember Damian is not kidding when he says everybody, he knows the Baldwin Park. I'm gonna read his plaque and then we'll have council make comments, and I know we have some certificates here, right? Okay, and his plaque reads Enrique C. Saldivar, and I want you to know he corrected me. When he first came, I thought his name was with an S, and I had him saved with an S. And just last week, he saw, my name's not with an S, and he made me change it right there and then. I said, I know that, but I was just too lazy to go back and change it. Saldivar with a Z. Chief Executive Officer, City Manager, 2021-2025, in recognition and appreciation of the 4 years of service with the City of Baldwin Park. We commend you for the unconditional commitment you have given the city staff, residents, business owners, and our community members. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Your leadership was one of a kind and will leave a positive impact in our city. We wish you all the best in your retirement. June 18, 2025, I, Alejandra Avila, Mayor, Daniel Damian, Mayor Pro Tem, Council Members Gina Ayala, Emmanuel Estrada, Emmanuel Lozano, Christopher Sines, City Clerk, and City Treasurer Joanna Valenzuela, wish you the best in your retirement. This is a plaque. We're going to take a picture right now. And if I can have Rosa Caballero up here before she comes up, meantime she comes up. So this is proof Mexicanos come to the United States to work. They are not criminals. Highly educated, hardworking people with values. Enrique is proof of that. Let's give him a big hand. And I'm going to say something. We have a game at home that's called Quiere Llorar. So I'm going to say Quiere Llorar. It's okay to cry.
Properly spelled, by the way.
The date on here is 6/18/2025 because this is his day.
Oh, gracias.
Not only in the city, but everywhere. We're really going to miss him. I'm not going to talk more porque voy a llorar. Thank you, Enrique. Picture with all the same plaques and then we'll call the.
Okay.
Oh, where's the proclamation?
Ya está, mira,
Oh, you put it over here.
in the back of your.
Here.
All over the flag.
Bring it up.
On the street sign down a little bit? Not sure which way you're doing this.
Now, if I can have Congress, State Assembly, and Supervisor's Office up here and we'll present in that order, please. We have a lot of people. Baldwin Park School District, Water Board, Waste Management, all of you that are presenting, just come and line up right here. Enrique, no te vayas.
Oh, okay, we have to go. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Is your mic-
Did I hit Congress? Did I hit someone? Oh, yes. Can
Is it my instrument?
can I have Congressman Cisneros' office first, please? Yes.
Okay.
Second, bro.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of the Enriquez family who don't know me, my name is Catalina Valera. I am a field representative and a caseworker for Congressman Cisneros. And earlier today, the congressman shared a floor speech in regards to city manager. And I just wanted to reiterate that. Oh, maybe we should just do that. We can watch it.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize the retirement of a dedicated public servant in California's 31st District.
Wow.
Enrique Zaldivar has served the city of Baldwin Park as Chief Executive Officer since 2021. Demonstrating years of leadership and honoring a commitment to serve the nearly 80,000 residents of Baldwin Park, as the city's first Mexican-American Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Zaldivar paved his own path to enhance city operations and make our community a better place. Throughout his tenure, he helped establish the city's Mexican consulate on wheels, oversaw new public safety upgrades, and brought vibrant programming to the community. Mr. Zaldivar is a respected and revered leader. Our community is better because of him. Congratulations, Mr. Zaldivar, on your well-deserved retirement. I yield back.
Thank you.
Can we have a picture where? Please, yeah, bring down better.
Yes, sí.
Come over here to take, or you want to take a picture with her?
Sí.
Just picture right
Right here.
Watch it.
under the.
Should do it right with the fog, yeah.
You do mine, please. Thank you. Picture, one more.
Yes. Ponle más leña.
Thank you, all right.
It's Mayor Cesar back here and
Oh.
Bill Rue, the council member of the Montclair.
We have Mayor Cesar from the city of Duarte in the back. Thank you.
Bill Rue from City of Montclair.
And Mayor Pro Tem Bill Rue from Montclair. Oh, he's over here. Everybody, and former Councilmember Garcia to my right. Enrique is just loved by everyone, let me tell you. And now from Senator Rubio's office. Oh, Elena. Hello.
Hello, my name is Elena Robles, and I'm here on behalf of Senator Susan Rubio. I will not be reading this proclamation because, as you can see, it's pretty long. But the senator did ask me to be here to thank Enrique for all his work. I know that she wasn't on council anymore. She when you came on board, but she really appreciates all the work you've done. On a personal level, let me tell you that when I was in my prior position, I got to meet you, and you were always the friendly face that I came to see. And don't tell anybody else, but you're my favorite city manager. So, so I'm gonna miss you. The senator's gonna miss you.
Sergio from Azusa's here.
Oh,
He didn't hear you.
that's why I say that's why I said my favorite. I'm not gonna get the office in trouble, but either way, thank you so much for all the work you did, Enrique. I know that it's like talking to a friend every time I talk to you, and your family's very lucky that now you're gonna be able to spend more time with them. And congratulations on everything you've done.
Thank you.
And now we have Veronica from Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio's office.
Good evening, Mayor, Avila, Council, staff, and community joining us tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. I am Veronica Lopez, joined here with my colleague, Abel Casanova, on behalf of Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio. Enrique, we too share the same sentiments that everybody has shared about you. Tonight, we honor you. You have made invaluable contributions to the city of Baldwin Park, and you leave a lasting positive impression with residents and colleagues. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for taking my calls and answering my emails promptly, or sometimes just passing me over to someone else in another department. But thank you. I want to say a special thank you to your family, Brenda, your children, for allowing you to spend long hours away from home as the job requires, as you know, you do too. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio, we present Enrique Saldivar the State Assembly Resolution conveying our deep appreciation for his dedication and commitment to the residents of the city of Baldwin Park. Thank you for your tireless service, your invaluable wisdom, your countless laughs we shared along the way. May your retirement be filled with joy, fulfillment, and exciting new beginnings. Here's to you. Happy retirement. Signed by Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio, dated July 31st, 2025.
Thank you.
We also have some parting gifts for you. And may you fly this We have a certificate here acknowledging that this flag was flown over the state capitol. And the certificate, and here we present this to you.
Oh, my God.
A pin from the California State Assembly.
Oh.
I like how the new kids like, okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I would say, right? Small but mighty and impactful.
Vénganse. Picture. Oh, okay.
Already got it.
She watches every.
Got it? Got it? Hey, baby, don't move.
Oh,
Oh.
Omar? Yes. Thank you.
And now we have Ryan from Supervisor Solis's office.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ryan Serrano. I serve as Deputy District Director with the Office of Supervisor Hilda Solis. And on behalf of Supervisor Solis, let me just say what a privilege and a joy it really is to be here tonight in recognition of Enrique Zaldivar and his dedicated service to the community of Baldwin Park. I know that your leadership, your wisdom, and your institutional knowledge will be greatly missed, but it sounds like it's just a phone call away. So, in recognition of the dedicated service to the affairs of the community and for the civic pride demonstrated by numerous contributions for the benefit of all residents of Los Angeles County, we hereby join in your celebration.
Likewise, Smith. Oh, where's the camera? I'm getting used to it.
He's already got the paparazzi ready. Oh, did you fail? What about my glasses? Oh, okay. Awesome.
And now from the school district board members, Mr. Mata, Mr. Vasquez, Mr. Olmos, and Dr. Salazar.
Is it Mr.? Sorry.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Angela Salazar. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of the Baldwin Park Unified School District. And I am here on behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Froilan Mendoza, a great friend of Enrique. They just had lunch earlier today and honored him as part of the Business Association. I also am here on behalf of our board president, Mr. John De Leon, who is unable to be here, but I'm standing beside three of our board members, Ms. Norma Olmos, our vice president,
we have Dr. Joey Mata, and we have Mr. Ricardo Vasquez, as well as one other member who is here in spirit, Miss Yvonne Juarez. And so before they say something, because you're such a friendly, awesome guy that we all want to speak, so bear with us, but you only get this one day once, right? And they did say it is your day officially in the city, so we got to live it up, right? So I just want to share on my part and from conversations with Dr. Mendoza, what an impact Enrique has had in just 4 years. You know, a lot of us have been in this city for a long time. I've worked here 28 years. One of our district values is family. And I remember meeting Enrique in the midst of the online school year. That was when he started, where we're all trying to make connections. And from day one, he made connections. It felt like he was part of our family already, as well as the city's. And having that connection with members of the city leadership and then the district leadership is incomparable. And he played a huge role in making those connections happen. He's so friendly. He just comes all in with engagement, a can-do spirit. He just really helped us with partnerships. In particular, my department, I oversee all of the schools. We're extremely grateful for his taking the vision of the city council on 2 major projects that then we had to execute, hence CEO, right? Executive officer. You know, the vision of the city council, 2 of them, one is our student next generation youth, summer youth program for jobs for our youth. And this council approved it. And then our teams met a lot to make sure that happened between a job fair and then summer jobs for students. And then the other big project, which is just, we have so much fun with it. And it is the partnership field trip project. So the council was extremely generous to donate funds. And for the last 3 years, we've been able to have additional field trips in the school district, one of which our tradition is a summer one. A college trip for exceptional, well, let me rephrase, for students who apply and do an exceptional job applying to see colleges. So they're actually going on that trip next week. So you'll have to see the slides. Maybe you'll come back for that council meeting when they come and share with everybody else. So these are just partnerships that scratch the surface. There's a lot more in the works, but I can't spoil the excitement of those coming down the pike. But thank you so much for being the face of the city, representing the council members so well as we worked through the minutia of making these projects actually happen. Thank you, Enrique.
Thank you.
Yes, hello again. My name is Ricardo Vasquez, and to Enrique, Dr. Salazar just said pretty much everything. I got to meet Enrique when I became a planning commissioner, and the work that brought in the knowledge and what you taught me as a planning commissioner, I do appreciate it. And then definitely the strong relationship that you built with our school district. So thank you for all your work you have done.
Thank you.
Enrique, I want to thank you for continuing this community's legacy of supporting and investing in the young people of Baldwin Park and working with the school district. Truly been honored to my first year on the board, and clearly we're going to be missing you when you leave, but I know many others are going to pick up the slack and continue that legacy. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Hi, Enrique again. My name is Norma Olmos, Vice President School Board. And I just wanted to say thank you for being down to earth and always being there when we need you or your advice. And yeah, it's your day. You're like a quinceañero today. You're taking all these pictures.
The Wapo.
I'm just going to read this plaque that the Baldwin Park Unified School District certificate, giving a certificate of appreciation for Enrique Saldivar, City Manager, City of Baldwin Park, with deepest appreciation for your years of dedicated service, leadership, and I don't have my glasses, sorry. Unwavering partnership with Baldwin Park Unified School District. Your commitment to our city and its students has made a lasting impact, and your support has helped strengthen and bond between our schools and community. Your legacy will continue to inspire, sorry. Expire, you're not inspired yet. Sorry. Inspired.
That's what she meant.
Presented by the Board of Education on the 18th day of June 2025, signed by Mr. Forlan M. Mendoza, Superintendent, and Board Member President John B. De Leon. Thank you, and here you go. Now you can.
Get a picture with you guys.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Center to the circle. There we go.
Okay. How's my time?
Take it off. Can you do one more on his camera? Because I can't believe nobody's asked Enrique to do a crazy picture.
Ah.
Can you go back to? I won't do that. Back to crazy one. Sound good? Right, this is Ricardo's.
An expired
Just
picture.
sometimes for something, but you, the class clown, right?
Number one.
All right.
Right?
You are great.
That's in the right? It's the educators, right? We know how it is. You know, those are the favorite pictures. That's the one everybody.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
How are you? Good to see you. Oh, good to see you, my friend.
Now I have Javi Vargas from the Baldwin Park Business Association.
Javi. Hey, that's right.
Hello, everybody. My name is Javier Vargas, Director at Valley County Water District, but I'm going to be presenting this with my new hat. Today was Enrique's last day as president from the Baldwin Park Business Association. So I took over. I'm incoming president. But like everyone said, Enrique, from day one when I met you, it felt like I knew you for a long time. We became friends. Golfing, we've gone golfing a couple of times. But for the Valley County, we're gonna invite you back so you have an excuse to come back. Maybe we'll do it on a Thursday so we can go to the concert after.
There you go.
But on behalf of the Baldwin Park Business Association, Enrique C. Saldivar, President, Baldwin Park Business Association, City Manager, City of Baldwin Park, with heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering leadership, collaborative and humble spirit, and deep commitment to the people and progress of Baldwin Park. Your vision has strengthened our business community, elevated public service, and left a lasting mark on our city you so proudly served. Presented by the Baldwin Park Business Association Board of Directors, Danetta Calderon Vital, Jacqueline Carpio, Cynthia Espinosa, Ralph Galvan, Joshua Goldman, Elmer Jackson, Roland Mendoza, Alfonso Romero, Laura Santos, and myself, Javier Vargas, presented to you today, June 18th, 2025. Thank you, Enrique.
Thank you, Javi.
Maybe you.
You're turning John into you.
That's right.
There we go. One more.
Oh, more funds? Yeah, one more. Oh. How much for sharing? Oh, airdrop, right? Yeah.
There's one of every picture.
And now I have the whole team of waste management coming up.
First, you hold it. Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
It's a little delicate. Just be careful.
Oh, hold it careful.
This one? I guess you already got remarks out of me earlier today. I'll just share one note. We had our Baldwin Park Business Association meeting earlier to honor Enrique, and the first thing I wanted to remind him was when he met me 2.5 years ago, for 2-3 months he couldn't remember my name. It was always, hey Jacob, hey Josh, right? It's Josh. Jeremy. But yeah, Enrique, my name is Josh Goldman. I'm here from Waste Management. I'm joined by my colleagues Yvette and Marie. Enrique, thank you for everything you've done for the city. We try to be community first oriented, and having someone like you leading the city really makes it possible for us through your capacity as a city manager and then leading the business association. It's every time I interact with you, every time I'm in a meeting with you, all I ever hear about is businesses first, residents first. And when we do talk about trash, we talk trash. Your first concerns are always, well, how does this impact our residents? And then how does it impact our businesses? And I think that's a beautiful thing. And it's clear through your leadership and the state of the city and everybody that's here to honor you tonight. So thank you again, and best of luck on retirement this time. This time. You take a picture, lady.
Oh, cross center.
Okay.
We all disagree.
Think green is their
Green.
slogan. Right. One more.
I'm matching you.
Thank you for wearing green.
There's more phone. Sorry. Not yet, Mr. Gonzalez.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
And now we have Betsy Lara, Chair from our SOC Committee.
Oh, my goodness.
There you are. I was looking at you.
Enrique, first of all, we want to know, how dare you leave us so soon after we got on this committee? No, I'm kidding. Unfortunately, not the entire committee could be here tonight, but we just really want to thank you. I think that even with the experience I had, I know for all of us, it's been a learning experience, but you've really have held our hand through the entire process. You know, I'm sure we're still all growing and learning, but I think that we feel a bit more confident in our roles, and I think we owe that all to you. So thank you so very, very much for the experience, for the support, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get a picture with you guys. Yes.
The SOC members.
Everyone's coming up.
Oh, all the SAC members, come take a picture.
So nice of you. For vending insurance. Gosh.
Oh, you passed with Jason.
How do we look?
Are we okay?
We scoot. Turn that little, okay. There you go. See? Okay. One each for each newspaper.
Every single picture. Yeah, okay, all right.
Really quick, if I can have Congress, State Assembly, and Supervisor's Office reps up here so we can take a group picture with Enrique, please, before you leave.
Right and left? Oh, yeah, he left. Took a picture. Lozano? A group picture with the representative.
Oh, okay.
Enrique.
I'll stand next to you. Man, I look short. Where are we looking? Who are we looking at?
Which way are we looking?
That way first.
John first.
Video first? Oh.
Oh,
We can see everyone.
oh.
You want to go between, Mayor and Veronica, or between Veronica and Elena, but you have to pick one side. Okay, there you go. Okay,
Peace.
want to come forward a little bit? There.
All right, where are we looking at?
John.
John, all right.
Yeah, don't forget.
Do you want us to wave at you? Or like, do you want us to wave at you? Like those things that turn around?
I know there's a lot of talking, but everybody wants to say something. So now I will open up to our council members. We can start with Ms. Ayala, if you're ready.
Sure, I'm always ready to say some words. And I'm ready to say some words about Enrique. I'll keep them PG, right, Enrique? I just want to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank everybody from our community and those surrounding communities and those partners, our community members for coming out and supporting not only this council, but for coming to recognize Enrique today. Enrique, I want to just take this opportunity to thank you for your years of service here. As a, see, he does everything, he even moves furniture. Um, I just want to thank you for the years of service that you've committed here to our community. And as when I rejoined the council and you were already here, we've always had a very, I think, very amicable, loving relationship. I've been allowed to say what I've needed to say, and you've been very accepting of it, and I appreciate it. And I know that you recognized it for what it was, the passion that I have for this community. And I recognize your own passion because you've told me that, you know, this is part of you, Baldwin Park. And we know that because some of us have been fortunate enough to grow up here and live here. So I want to just wish you the best. As my colleagues have said, I don't think it's a goodbye, and you know we could always call you up on the phone. But I want to just thank you for your commitment to this community. You know that it's a wonderful community. I appreciate your, like I said, your openness to listen and to guide us. And I remember telling you, you're kind of like a dad, where you kind of have us up here as your children, and it's been sometimes a little difficult, but he handles it very well. So I just want to thank you, Enrique, for everything. And we've talked about legacy and what your legacy is here and what you've left here. So I just want to thank you very much for embracing me, embracing this community, embracing us. So thank you.
Councilmember Lozano?
Enrique, first of all, want to recognize you and also your beautiful wife, Brenda, and your family that's gathered here today. Obviously, it says something about who you are as a person, and from a perfect dream. If you think about from Zacatecas to the United States to Azusa, and to becoming working for the city of Los Angeles, one of the biggest in LA County, says a lot. To coming back to the San Gabriel Valley, right next to where you went to high school and graduated in 1978. I just want to first of all also acknowledge and our former council member, Monica Garcia, who made it possible for us to get together, which is years ago. We went out to dinner, and I'll tell you, not only does it pick out the good restaurants, but the good wine. The best wine, by the way, good wine got connoisseur. So I just want to thank you for that. But you're also definitely, without a doubt, an exemplary individual. You're a role model, and I admire you for that, because you are, without a doubt, have set a platform not only for your family, but for other young individuals in this community that will go on in the political career. And there is no doubt that you have left a legacy here in the city, a legacy of professionalism, a legacy of working and uniting the community, which is very important. And for that, I respect you. Now, today, obviously, we are acknowledging you, and I know that we'll be in touch as well. And my ending words will be, Viva Zacatecas.
Councilmember Estrada?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Well, Enrique, I'm excited to see your goodbye video. I know it's becoming a pattern here, but you know, it's not hard to say much about Enrique, especially because you know we work together closely. Since most of your time here was under my mayoral tenure. So obviously we got a lot of stuff done, you know, but it was because of, you know, your tenacity and being able to work. And I know that you came in, and I think we hit you with like the hardest ball, which was to, you know, figure out what to do about Be Proud and volatility in the budget for the city. And so, you know, you came in swinging, and you know, that's something that we are very grateful for. You've made sure that we were stable from the beginning. But also you did it with humility and being humble, and it's some of the most important and refreshing things to see, and not only, you know, city administration, but administration in general, and knowing that, you know, you're confident, you're well aware of your abilities and where you are and who you are, but you're also able to remain humble and connected to the community. And to me, that was one of the most important things that you've brought to Baldwin Park. And so, you know, that's the most important thing that we can remember. Beyond all of your contributions to our capital improvements. So we're grateful for you. And we're also excited for your, I think, how many retirements, second or third? Who ain't counting, so. but it's very well deserved, and you're obviously leaving a very, very positive mark on the city. So thank you.
Oh, hold on.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian?
Thank you, Mayor. Enrique, I know that we probably raised your blood pressure more than what we should have over the last 4 years. But just know, I know that, we've worked closely over the last 4 years. And just know that your work never went unnoticed. I know that we had these, father to son talks, I guess you could call them, where we would agree to disagree. But we always knew that the end goal was to make sure that we were making the right decisions that were the best for our community and for our city staff. And for that, I appreciate it. I appreciated the way you took and handled the MOU negotiations with our staff. We appreciate everything that you inherited when you first came in. As Councilmember Estrada said, the Be Proud program, that was one of your toughest tasks to take on when you first arrived, and you successfully took care of that and saved us out of losing millions of dollars. And for that, we will always be grateful towards you. But one of the most important things is on a personal level. I've never met someone more humble, more down to earth, someone that will bring people together from all walks of life. I mean, I've always said it, you are the most perfect networker out there. You will make things happen because you will go out there, you will talk to people, and if they don't listen to you, you are going to drag them in. And I'm not going to share some of the words that you used, but but we shared quite a few. But just know, Enrique, that you are going to be deeply missed here in the city, but you're also going to be deeply missed on a personal level. And just know that we are going to miss you. We thank Brenda, who we've had the pleasure and honor of meeting several times, and your family for allowing us the time to take you away from them. So for that, we're always going to be grateful, Brenda and family. But Enrique, we're going to miss you. We're going to celebrate you today because today is Enrique Day. And we're going to make sure you go home happy. So congratulations on your retirement, Enrique.
Thank you. Well, what can I possibly say that hasn't been said already? You're amazing. And you came boots on the ground, ready to work. And the one thing that stood out, as everybody has said, it's your personality, your I can do, your service with a smile. This is what you call service with a smile, because there was never a time that you didn't provide that service. You went to the businesses and they got to know you. They know you probably better than they know all of us up here, because every single business that you walk into, they know who you are and they know what you're about. It's greatly appreciated, all the work that you have done for the city, but especially the way you respected every single one of us here and our opinions. And at times, I'm sure we were difficult, opinionated, and you would sit us down like kids and make us understand on the why certain things couldn't go a certain way, or agree with us on certain things, but always very respectful, never taking sides with anybody. You did your job, you followed the law, and that is so appreciated. But mostly the way you treated our residents. I love the way you treated our residents, and they are going to miss you. And our staff. I know I have staff in the front already crying because they had never had a leader like you. Again, your personality says a lot about you. It's not just that smile and personality, it's the work ethic. It's that Mexicano in you that I can do it, and you did. And then you share Brenda with us. Brenda was able to attend many events with us, and we laughed and we sang and we danced. Beautiful family. I don't know your kids very well. I met your daughter before, but thank you for allowing us to have him here for 4 years, although we thought it was going to be a little longer, but we understand that he needs to spend time with you guys. There's no better time than the present. And it is important that all of us here understand that we do need to focus on our family, and you understand that. So thank you, family, for being here and being present every single time that Enrique missed events at your home because he had to be at work, or I'm sure he had to take phone calls because we're calling him on Sundays and Saturdays, and I'm sure he was at family events. You probably weren't happy, but Enrique answered. Sounded like it was like a smile, but I don't know if it was really a smile. But thank you, Enrique, for everything that you have brought to our city, of your commitment, your love for the city, your love for your job, and that Mexicano in you that will never be forgotten. Thank you for your service to the city of Baldwin Park. And I know we have a lot of people out there that want to speak, so we will have opportunity for you to speak in the hall. We'll set up a microphone so every one of you can share something about Enrique. I know Monica probably has things to say as well, because she shared a lot of times with him. So I want to thank everybody for being here. It's a very sad moment for us, but very happy at the same time because we were able to have him with us. And now he gets to go back to his family full time. A ver si lo aguantan, eh? And so we're here to celebrate his quinceañera, as Norma said. So congratulations on your retirement. Annie, did you have something to say? Manny Carrillo?
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. Enrique, I'd like to congratulate you on your second retirement. It has been a pleasure and an honor to work with you this last 4 and some change of years. And it has been a real learning experience, and it's been a lot of fun. There isn't a day that hasn't gone by on a work day that we haven't joked around about something. He always finds something to joke around, and he just makes the day go by so much quicker. But on a serious note, I really did learn a lot from you. Your passion, your commitment to service, to the community. You have inspired me to even be a stronger, more vigilant employee. So I thank you for that. And I know I have big shoes to fill, and I hope to make you proud as I take over the reins as the next CEO, city manager on July 1st. So I thank you for all the mentorship and guidance you have provided me over the last few years. So thank you very much.
Chief?
Sir, I just wanted to say thank you for your support, your understanding, your drive, your work ethic, the things that you listened to me about and things that we worked through from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. I know that the men and women in our department will definitely miss you and miss your personality. You have a great personality. You have a great heart. And one of the things that we'll truly miss is just how you treated us and watched over us and got us to where we're at today. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all you've done for us.
Mr. Okina?
I didn't know I was expected to speak, but being the new guy here, I've been in many cities in my career, and this is the first city that the CEO team really embraced family, the city council, and the community. Staff is amazing. I was joking with Enrique earlier throughout the week. This is my 7th official day, a week and a half. I chose to come to the city because of Enrique. And when I was offered the position, the council approved my contract. And then Enrique spring to me that he's going to be retiring. I'm like, what?
No, you're not quitting, right?
So I was like, it was shocking, but it's his personality, the team and the invitedness. I've never been so close, being so new. I've shared with my family, my daughter, my wife, and it's tough. And I'm the new guy, but I felt like I've known him for years. So thank you for welcoming to the city.
Anthony, I know you have something to say.
Enrique, it was truly an honor to have the opportunity to work with you. You are truly an employee city manager, and you're very approachable. You are an example. Um, I consider you a true leader and somewhere where you point the direction and we will follow. A good leader is not somebody who demands or commands respect. It's someone that earns it. And you have earned my respect. And I thank you for that. And on behalf of Public Works and Frando's in the back, we will truly miss you. Thank you.
Rose? I'm going to cry. Hi, Enrique. And one thing I really want to highlight, since so many people have said so many wonderful things about you, and from day one, I already felt like, oh, we know each other for a long time. I never feel uncomfortable talking with you or sharing ideas with you. And from the very beginning, when you joined us in the E-team, I really felt like you have made us make the whole E-team just like a very big close family, and that you make everybody at the E-team can freely express our idea and opinion. You are a great, humble leaders. And thank you very much. I will miss you so much. And thank you. I will remember all those times that you lead us. Thank you again.
Christopher?
Thank you, Mayor. So Enrique, it seems like I jumped the gun and gave my remarks before the presentation, but everything still stands. Very thankful for your service to this the community, everything you gave heart and everything that you did. You led the city during, unfortunately, a lot of tumultuous time through COVID and the experiences of the past couple of weeks. And so you've been a constant source of inspiration, and certainly a person that was always willing to lend an ear and sometimes overstayed my welcome in your office, with just bouncing ideas off of you. But from everything, from your support of our Kiwanis Club of Baldwin Park to your support of Eastside Little League, we're extremely grateful for all of your all of the heart you gave to the youth of our community in improving the lives of our youth, but the morale you built here at City Hall. So we're grateful, and but we do wish you a wonderful retirement, a well-deserved retirement. Hopefully this is the final retirement. And your family, enjoy those trips to Mexico with your family and not having to worry about coming back to the office. So we really, truly appreciate everything that you have done for our community. And if you don't mind, I also want to thank Norma and Marco for their service. BBK is also their last meeting with us. This is our last city council meeting with BBK. So thank you for your service over the last 2.5, 3 years, 3 years. For your professionalism and your thoroughness and everything and your deliberation, everything that you have all done for us. Thank you so much.
Shirley?
I can't do this.
You don't have to.
Thank you, Enrique. I'm gonna start crying, and I
Okay.
know Rosa's there with me. I'm gonna miss talking to you every morning when you come in. You sit down and we debrief. I mean, it could be overnight, but we'll still debrief. I mean, we're here until 10 o'clock at night, and you still come in the morning and say, "How you doing?" I'm gonna miss everything that you're a great boss. Like we call you Jefe. We're gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss popping in your office and yelling at you, hey, come on, sign this, do this. I'm gonna miss you, Enrique. Thank you for everything.
City Treasurer Joanna.
Enrique, I've known you for 3-ish years now. I met you as a planning commissioner myself. And yeah, as a planning commissioner. And I just want to say, pretty much echo on all my colleagues here. Thank you for having such a humble personality and really taking the reins of our city and really embracing our community as your own. You did such a great job with that. So really, really thank you for that. I seen you interact with our community, with our, residents, our staff from all levels, whether it was public works, whether it was PD, whether it was, the E-team, everybody. And we really, really appreciated how friendly you were with just everybody around. And it takes a lot for someone in a very high position to do that. So again, thank you. We are going to miss you. We're going to miss your jokes and your laugh. So, enjoy your retirement. And to the Zaldivar family, thank you. Like everyone else has said, thank you for lending him to us. I know it's been hard, but you'll hopefully have him now and get to really enjoy him for the rest of the time. Thank you again. And happy retirement.
And now it's time for the big man to speak.
Well, Madam Mayor said it, quiere chillar. Oh, llorar. I have become somewhat of a llorón. I was telling Rosa. Maybe it's my age. I don't know. But I do lloro. And yes, I do mix English and Spanish. Always good words. Don't believe Mayor Pro Tem Damian. Cabrón.
Those are his special words because he loves us.
Thank you. I will read my remarks with some detours probably, but Madam Mayor Avila, Mayor Pro Tem Damian, Councilmember Ayala, Councilmember Lozano, Councilmember Estrada, City Clerk Science, City Treasurer Valenzuela. Your support, your leadership, your guidance, and your regañadas de vez en cuando, sometimes too often, made it possible for me to have a wonderfully positive and productive tenure here in BP. There's a saying we use in Spanish that says, les dije.
Kleenex.
uno para cada ojo. No hay fecha que no se llegue, ni plazo que no se cumpla, which is a rather unemotional way of saying that dates and deadlines eventually will come to term. So, my dear family, my dear blood family, city family, city residents, friends, colleagues, supporters, and detractors. I think Mr. Rios is in the house. My day to retire has arrived. And I am not embracing it without emotion. I will confide in you. Many in the city family, in various ways and occasions, have kindly asked me to stay longer. Come on, Enrique. One or 2 more years. And I have to tell you that it's a great feeling. I appreciate the comments from all of you, and that it tells me that as Anthony said, I have earned your trust and your faith in me as your leader and your CEO. And just as importantly, that I have earned your cariño and your affection as a colleague. My family have been similarly supportive and understanding. Brenda, my wife, assure me that we will make the new numbers work in our family finances just fine. I would just have to postpone playing golf for another 5 years. My daughter Karina was a bit more blunt. Dad, what about my new car? I assured her that she is first in the pecking order when I hand her down my 12-year-old SUV. You're first, mija. Sans Enrique and Alonso have been equally supportive and with me every step of the way. They have only asked that we resume our annual spring baseball family tradition, which I had deferred over the last few years because because of work. So we'll resume that. And maybe I should introduce my family at this juncture, Madam Mayor, if I may, because I still have more to say. So I'll start with my wife, Brenda. And my son, Kike. My daughter, Karina. My 2 sisters who are like my mom. My brother Jorge. My brother Ed, Lalo. And I have my nephews, nieces, their friends, one girlfriend. Here from Arizona. Thank you. So yes, some of you may think that I find retirement to be a fun exercise because I will now have done it twice, like some of you have commented. You see, I had retired once from my first career in the city of Los Angeles, where I was director and general manager of LA Sanitation and Environment. And by the way, there's 2 of my colleagues here in the very back corner from LA San, Domingo. Gracias, chicos. I retired from there and came home to the city of Baldwin Park. BP has welcomed me with open arms and a warm smile. BP is my home away from home. The mayor and council members entrusted me with being the shepherd of this great city as your CEO. You know the appreciation I have for the sanctity of the responsibility that all of you and the commitment that you bear as the elected leaders of the city, and the reliance you have on us staff to carry out your vision and implement your priorities. I admire your sense of responsibility, commitment, time, and talent from the five of you. On my very first day here, as you heard the council members mention it, you challenged me to free the city of its much aligned Be Proud Community Choice Aggregator electric utility company. Of course, I was worried, fearing that it would cost us in the millions of dollars in financial losses and penalties. We successfully decommissioned Be Proud in early 2022, not only with it being clear of any financial losses, but with a positive revenue of nearly $3 million. You challenged me and the E-team to strengthen the city's financial position and the longer-term financial sustainability for the city. With a team of city staff, members of the community, the city council's political championing, and ultimately the support of the voters, Measure BP was passed in November of 2022 and has now nearly normalized at $7.3 million in revenue, annual revenue, under the careful vigilance of our very beloved SOC committee who are here, our SOC commission. And equally important, the dream of a sports complex for our city is now in our grip, is now on our grip to make it a reality. Mayor Pro Tem Damon, you know we're holding it here. I'm a strong believer in and practitioner of genuine, transparent, candid, and honest relationships with the employee organizations and unions. Negotiating fair and sustainable MOUs are never easy and not always peaceful. I am proud of the fact that with the City Council's leadership and their firm support and appreciation for the contributions of all employees, historic MOUs were negotiated this last year, as it was mentioned already, which have been a boost to an employee morale and in their commitment to serving our city residents. And speaking of employee commitment and selfless dedication to our city, Officer Riveros gave the ultimate sacrifice for our city. En paz descanse. May he rest in peace. Can we imagine our civic center without its Susan Rubio Zocalo Park and Plaza? Of course not. I am most proud of this wonderful project that through pushing and shoving and the relentless determination of everybody to make this vision a reality has transformed our civic center environment by providing a beautiful and inviting space for our community to gather, celebrate, pray, sing, dance, read, chat, or simply relax under the beautiful but still young shady trees. I'm glad you didn't. Investing in our youth is synonymous with investing in the very future of our city. I am proud of the city efforts in partnering with the school district. And thanks to the leadership of our city council and our Madam Mayor in particular, by which we have permanently created the Next Gen Youth Employment Program, where high school age students in our city are able to obtain their first paid job while learning life skills and forge an aspiration for their future careers. I leave BP knowing that I have made a difference in the city. I leave BP being ever grateful for the opportunity that you have extended to me to use my talents and my skills. I leave BP ever grateful for the friendships I made with city staff, the E-team, obviously the city council, elected officials, and members of the elected offices, city residents, business owners, colleagues in the school district, my beloved Baldwin Park Business Association, the water district, the commissions in the city, Kaiser Permanente. I see Eugene here. Church organizations. I see Briseida and Juan from St. John's. Colleagues from other cities. I see Sergio. Thank you, Sergio. And many others. I have been surrounded and supported by many great people. Yet, at some level, it was an army of three of us in the office. I will be forever grateful to Rosa and Shirley and Crystal when she was there for their unconditional partnership in this army of three. I joke with my family that I will now be able to go back to my pueblito, Walterio, Zacatecas, where the cows and the horses anxiously await. And I can now be a vaquero and a charro once again. Los quiero un chingo. Y muchas gracias por todo.
¿Quién no lloró? I really would love to have his family come up here and take a picture up here. We'll take plenty over there, but I would love his family up here, a picture with Enrique. Thank you, Enrique, for those beautiful words, and you made us all cry. Thank you for that.
And then Mayor, really quick, while Enrique's family makes their way up, I would just like to thank Norma and Mark Ornelas, I just see him back there, for the services that they provided to us on their legal side. So thank you, Norma. Thank you, Marco.
Yes, thank you, Norma. I'm truly going to miss you.
Emo's here?
You've become a friend. And Mark Ornelas. Mark Ornelas was our city attorney also. Resident of Baldwin Park, raised in Baldwin Park. Very proud of him. See, another Mexicano from Baldwin Park making a difference. So thank you for the service you have provided. Also, before we take the picture, don't forget 4th of July Spectacular on July the 3rd. And then we also have free meals, summer lunch program at the park and the street market every Thursday. Don't forget, last week we had a lot of fun. And don't forget fireworks safety. Report if you hear or see anything. Make sure you report it. Make sure you're only using safe fireworks. Thank you. And now for the great picture. Yeah, let me adjourn the meeting before we take a picture. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion.
Second. All right. Let's adjourn and take a beautiful picture with them.
Also, everybody in chamber is more than welcome to make their way over to the Arc. There will be refreshments. Feel free to make your way over. Enrique will make his debut out there in a few minutes.
Let me move.
It's goodbye. Yeah. Also, City Council, while Enrique's family's taking a photo, the questions that were asked by the public speaker have been emailed to all of you. Thank you.